Welcome to the eternal Quill. With honor, we start our story. The night fades. The world was waking up. The first light of dawn spreads across the hills. Mist curled over the hills, the air cool and alive with birdsong. A shakuhachi flute seemed to play on the wind, a lonely, beautiful sound. The world below slept, but up here a new day was beginning. The sun, a sliver of gold, painted the clouds in orange and rose. This hill felt ancient, sacred, a place where you could almost hear the earth breathe. Dew sparkled on the grass, each drop reflecting the dawn. Here, worries melted away. There was only sky, earth, and the gentle rhythm of nature. The sunrise was a promise, every day a chance to begin again. On this quiet hill, one a wanderer of these modern days, the other a relic of an ancient past. The world may have changed, but some battles never do. Jack, a weary traveler from a world of concrete and noise, sat on the grass. He watched the sunrise, longing for peace he couldn't find at home. Nearby, an old man in traditional robes sat with perfect posture. Samurai Kaito-san. Kaito's presence was as steady as the stones, his eyes kind and wise. Jack finally broke the silence with sigh and then spoke. Kaito-san. My world feels so heavy. Every morning I wake to 1,000 worries. Deadlines, expectations, fears that I'm not enough. There are no swords or armies like yours, and yet my heart pounds as if I face an enemy every day. Kaito turned, meeting Jack's gaze with a gentle nod. Before responding, he looked at the rising sun. Kaito gestured to the waking world below. Jack. A battle fought within is no less real than one fought on the field. In my time, we trained our hands and minds to wield the blade. But more important was learning to master ourselves. Each morning I rose before the sun. Each breath was my practice. The blade was an extension of my will. And discipline, my shield against fear. You too can find your own practice. Rise with purpose. Breathe with intent. And do one thing fully at a time. As a samurai faces a single worthy opponent. Jack pondered and then asked, "And purpose, Kaito-san? My world is full of noise and haste. How can I live with honor when my goals feel unclear?" With a gentle smile, Kaito replied, "Purpose is not given, it is chosen. Like a sword forged with care. Honor is being true to the code you set for yourself. That code can be honesty, compassion, discipline, or the drive to grow. When the noise grows loud, return to that code. Let it be your North Star." Kaito picked up a smooth stone, holding it in his palm. "Discipline gives you strength," he said, "but honor gives that strength direction. It is your compass." For a samurai, honor was everything. A code, a legacy, a promise to oneself. It wasn't about others' opinions, but about acting with integrity, even unseen. And seek the quiet places too. In my time, we sat beneath cherry blossoms and emptied our minds. You have your own gardens, a hill at sunrise, a quiet cup of tea. There, in the stillness, you will remember who you are. He closed his hand around the stone, and then say, "Honor is the stone. It is real. It's in how you treat others and the pride you take in your work, no matter how small." Jack, with low self-esteem, asked, "And what if I fail? What if I cannot live up to my own expectations?" Kaito, with gentle smile, said, "Failure is a teacher, not a final defeat. Each stumble on the battlefield showed me my weakness and my strength. Do not fear the fall. Fear only forgetting to rise. You carry your own katana, your spirit, your choices. Hone them with patience. Carry them with humility. And face the day like a warrior who knows the worth of every breath. And when the day ends, remember, we fight not for perfection, but for meaning. And in that fight, we grow." Jack realized he'd been chasing mist, not building with stone. Kaito's words were an invitation. Build a life of substance, from the inside out. Honor wasn't a grand gesture, but a daily practice. A series of small, conscious choices. Jack saw a new foundation for his life. He wanted to build with stone. Kaito pointed to a grove of bamboo swaying in the breeze. The oak shatters in a storm, but the bamboo survives, because it bends. This is resilience, not the absence of hardship, but the ability to bend without breaking. Jack pictured storms, oaks splintering, bamboo yielding and rising again. "Life will send you storms," Kaito said. "You will face loss, failure, sorrow. Don't be so rigid that you shatter. Allow yourself to bend, to feel pain, to seek help. Resilience is knowing the storm will pass, and you can stand tall again. Jack realized he'd tried to be the oak, powering through stress and sadness. True strength was not resisting storms, but learning to move with them. Flexibility, faith, and courage, these were the roots of resilience. Jack felt a weight lift. He could bend and rise again. The sun climbed higher, sounds of daily chime rising in the distance. Kaito noticed. Your world is a rushing river. If you're not careful, you'll forget how to stand still. A warrior must find moments of stillness, even in chaos. This is where clarity and wisdom are found. Kaito closed his eyes, inviting Jack to do the same. Stillness isn't escape, it's practice for living. You can find it in a cup of tea, in tending a garden, in simply sitting and watching the sunrise. You don't need a mountain. You can find peace in a single breath, a slow sip, a moment of presence. For that moment, you are fully here, not in the past or future. This is a powerful practice. The more you do it, the stronger your anchor becomes. Jack thought of his rushed routines, coffee, emails, endless motion. He realized peace wasn't a distant goal, but a quiet space he could create right now. Stillness was within reach. He could build it moment by moment. The path to peace was already beneath his feet. As the sun climbed, a comfortable silence settled between Jack and Kaito. The lessons were over. Now there was only the shared experience of morning. Jack felt a deep, centered peace, grounded, awake, and alive. Kaito sat still, his presence the final lesson: discipline, honor, resilience, all embodied in silence. Jack realized the wisdom of the samurai was not rules, but a way of being, a path to walk, one breath, one sunrise at a time. The silence was full of understanding and respect. The gap between centuries vanished. Only the human longing for purpose, connection, and peace remained. The sun warmed their faces, a silent blessing. Jack stood, lighter than before, and bowed deeply to Kaito-san. Kaito nodded, his smile saying everything. As Jack walked down the hill, he carried the sunrise and the lessons in his heart. The path ahead was his to walk, but now he had a compass. Live with honor, breathe with discipline, stand with purpose. Thank you for joining us on this journey of honor, discipline, and quiet strength. As Jack walks forward, so do we, all carrying a sunrise within us, ready to face the world with new purpose. If this story moved you, then comment and share. Take a moment to reflect on its lessons and let them guide your own path. We'd love for you to subscribe and like for more inspiring tales that nurture the spirit and light your way. Until next time, may you walk with honor and greet each new day with hope.